Peace, family. What's going on? This your bro. This your boy right here, bro Rob, and I'm back again. So I know I don't be putting out a lot of content, and there's a reason for that, you know. So the reason, the reason I don't put out a lot of content is because what I try my best to do is have something to actually say, you know, that I feel like is impactful, that I feel like is inspiring, motivating, and empowering, you know? And I'm not knocking anybody for whatever they do out here on YouTube because that's their content, you know? Me, what I try to do, I do my best to try to give y'all the meat. You know, it's a old African proverb that say you feed men meat and you give babies milk. And the reason why that statement is so it speak to me is because what I'm trying to do right here is give y'all the meat. You know what I'm saying? So peace in that be. How you doing tonight? What I'm trying to do tonight is and I'm gonna just wait for a couple more people to get on the stream with me, and then if not, all good. I will just go ahead and give y'all my analogy, you know, and the analogy is to be like a mountain climber, be like a mountain climber. Now, the reason why I chose that title, be like a mountain climber, you will notice a lot of times on YouTube, what we do is we talk about, think about, and act on the stuff that we don't want to happen, you know. So me, what I'm on, I'm trying to switch the narrative up, and I'm just trying to give y'all a window into my mind. Right, I work with some very challenging kids, some very challenging teenagers, and it's not because of them; it's because of me. What I'm trying to do is inspire them, motivate them, and empower them. And by doing that, and by saying that, literally, what I'm literally doing is trying to change the trajectory of their life. And I got 6.5 hours a day to do it. So of course, I can't go to work. I work at a school for people who don't know. I can't go to work and have in my mind all these kids that never do it. These kids, they ain't, man, look, they kids. They kids. And so by saying that, peace cap, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for falling through. Peace poetic, thank you for falling through. Um, I have to have in my mind a positive outlook, and it can't change, or it's gonna change the way that I work with them. You dig? So my analogy, right? One more time, be like a mountain climber. Now, most of the time when people think of mountain climbers, right? They can, if you close your eyes, you can see somebody on a mountain and they taking their time. You know what I'm saying? They taking their time and they sure about every move that they make. So that's the first part of this analogy, be like a mountain climber, right? The first part of it is when you a mountain climber, right? Your next move gotta be your best move. Cause you on a mountain. It ain't no net. It's no net beneath you. So you gotta be sure that the next move is going to keep you going in the direction that you want to go, which is up. You know what I'm saying? Now, to piggyback off of what's going on in the community right now, right? We got some people that been saying some things and doing some things and getting exposed and all of this stuff. Please expose me. Please expose anybody got any information out there on Brother Rob, just go ahead and put it out there. You know what I'm saying? So that way it won't be a shock to anybody. You know what I'm saying? But I don't focus on that stuff. That stuff might be true. You know what I'm saying? But that's the stuff that I tend to weigh in on a little bit in the chat room. But as you can see, I'm not about to tear anybody else down. You know what I'm saying? And the reason being is because uh uh I still believe that they salvageable. I still believe that, if they got under the right teaching, the right they got around the right people, got their circle together, they could get their thinking together. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like if we on a mountain and we climbing together, right? And I know that there's some loose rocks where you about to grab, right? What you think I'm gonna say? What you think I'm gonna say? Oh, no, 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 no. Not right there, bro. Not right there. Here, over here. Let's climb right. Let's climb right instead of left. You dig? So when you a mountain climber, you gotta make your next move your best move, right? All right. The next part of this analogy, right? Because it's an analogy for life, and it's an analogy that I gave my students, and the assistant principal came in and to let y'all know the reason why I went ahead and shared it with y'all. The assistant principal came in, so this is my homeroom in the morning, and I'm talking to him about being a mountain climber, and she thought it was powerful, and she was like, "Man, I wish I could have had the whole school hit it." Right? But the next part of this is your trajectory as a mountain climber. Now, what mountain climber is gonna go left to right or right to left? They not trying to just stay at the level where they at. When you a mountain climber, you gotta move upward, forever upward, forever upward. Every move, every step, every place where you grab, every place, everything that you doing it should be directing you towards your ultimate goal, and that's getting to the top of the mountain. Black folks, we haven't got there yet. Y'all hear me? We ain't got there yet. And right now, this is just my humble opinion, right? Right now, we just moving left to right. We not moving up. And the reason being is because we too concerned with things that don't have anything to do with moving upward. So just to recap on what I just said, just in case people that just fell through, right? Because I ain't looking at the chat right now. I'm just kind of flowing here, right? Look, man, the first point was your next move got to be your best move. And then the second point is your trajectory. You got to be moving upward. Because if you're not moving upward, you're not going to get to your goal, right? All right. And so then the next point on being a mountain climber, be like a mountain climber, right? You have to be anchored. You have to be anchored before you can even think about pulling somebody else up. Let me repeat that one more time. Look, right? If you're not anchored and you go to pull somebody else up, both of y'all fool ass gonna fall to the bottom of that mountain. You have to be anchored in order to pull somebody else up. What does it mean to be anchored if you a mountain climber, right? Your anchor, it gotta be solid and it gotta be in the bedrock, right? And then that rope, That rope that you send down to help somebody else pull them up, right? That rope, it gotta be strong. It gotta be strong. Cause if you send a rope down there and that rope break, the person that you was trying to help, you literally have put them in a worse position before you even thought about helping them. You see that? So you can't worry about what other people doing until you get yourself anchored. You gotta be anchored, right? So let me recap one more time. So, because I want y'all to wrap y'all mind around this analogy. Here it is, right? First of all, if you're a mountain climber, your next move gotta be your best move. It got to be. Because if you take one wrong step, if you put your hand in one wrong spot, death is certain, right? Second point, right? Second point, your trajectory, it has to be forever upward. And then I was just talking about being anchored. You got to be anchored to pull somebody else up. And then the tools that you using to pull them up, make sure that it's strong. You see, a lot of times we sit around and we talk about what other people doing or what they not doing and how, this can affect this and this can affect that. No shots at anybody. Because look, I'm gonna tell you one time and one time only, right? I don't have no problem, right, with going ahead and calling people. Well, I will tell the truth on anybody at any given time. I tell the truth on myself. You know what I'm saying? So of course I don't have no problem with telling the truth on anybody else, especially if I feel like you in error. I'm just not gonna do it live on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna find an email address, a phone number, a Facebook messenger, something. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna put you out here out here and be talking about you like that. I'm just not. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's not my place. You know what I mean? I'm not the bishop of your life. You did. I'm just not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But then here go the other part about being a mountain climber, right? When you get to the top, right? A lot of times you the only one there. Hold on. When you get to the top, you the only one there. Why are you the only one? Sometimes people can't see that vision that you got of yourself, of your life. They can't see it. So what do? They keep moving left and right on the mountain. They not moving upward like you. You can't get mad because they not moving upward. They just don't have your path. They not on the same path as you. So you can't get mad at them because they not on your path. What you have to do is get to the pinnacle. And then when they look up and see you there, what you hoping is that they change their trajectory based on based on what? Your example. Your example. This is how you get to the top. So many people, be like, man, bro, it just seemed like you just keep on going. You don't, man, it don't matter what people's, you have no idea some of the conversations that I have with parents on the phone about their kids. You know, I don't want to call no names, right? I don't want to call no names. So it was a young man, he go to my school, right? And I'm standing right there at the terminal where you supposed to pay your bus fare, right? This young man hops the turnstile. I'm the dean. He hops the turnstile right in front of me. I say, hey, come here, come here. Now he don't know this, right? But I'm like, here, come here. He keeps walking, right? Another young man about to hop it. I said, man, don't hop the. Look, bro, that young man right there, he's suspended. He's suspended. And if you hop, you gonna be suspended too, right? So he like, well, damn, man, I ain't got no bus fare, man. How I'm gonna get home, Mr. Williams? I pull out my personal bus fare card, boom, tap him on so he can get home. Now I call the young man that hopped the turnstile and kept on walking after I told him to turn around. Right? I call his mama. I tell her what happened. I told her that I would be willing to pay his bus fare. Right? Now, I'm just telling the truth on her. She said, well, you know, it did happen outside of the school. It ain't got, CTA ain't got nothing to do with the school. Now I could have snapped, I could have suspended her son, I could have did all of those things, right? You know what I did? I agreed with her. You know what, ma'am? It did happen outside of the school. It did. And you know what? The CTA, they don't have anything to do with our school. But because I seen your son hop the turnstile right in front of me, and I asked him to come back, and I was willing to pay his bus fare, right? He's suspended. Now, ma'am, I need you to come into the school so that we can discuss this face to face and he can understand what I'm trying to teach. She say, oh, yeah, you trying to teach something at CTA? I say, yes, ma'am. She say, what is that? You know what I said? Integrity. Crickets, crickets. She said, I said integrity and then I shut up. Right? And then I looked down at because I'm looking at the thing. These are my final phone calls of the day. And so we use this software called Paylocity. And it's a clock on there, right? So for about 30 seconds, it was complete silence on the phone. Complete silence. And she was like, integrity, huh? I said, yes, ma'am. When can you make it in? After 30 seconds, she said, integrity, huh? When can you make it in? I said, man, Wednesday? Wednesday, can you make it Wednesday? I got to open in at 10 o'clock on Wednesday. Can you make it Wednesday? She said, yeah, I'll be there. So I don't want to hold your son out of school. He had already missed 2 days waiting on her to call me back. I call her back and, needless to say, she didn't make it in. Something else came up and she couldn't make it. But that's what our kids are up against. They got somebody at home that's not teaching the lessons. So again, right, when you get to your pinnacle, your personal pinnacle, don't get mad at other people who didn't take the same path you took. Maybe they didn't do them push-ups before they got on the mountain. They didn't do their sit-ups. They didn't train. They don't have the right tackle and the right equipment to get to the pinnacle. You can't get mad at them. But what you do is you make sure you anchored. You make sure you anchored so that you can pull them to where you at. And then finally, right, to go along with the analogy, when you get to the pinnacle, again, you're going to be up there most of the time by yourself, right? When you look down, because you at the pinnacle now, when you look down, you looking down because of where you made it, because of your work or your talent or your skill, right? Don't front on other people who don't have your equipment, talent, or skill. You can't front on them. You can't front on them. You have to continue. You have to continue to stick your rope down there so that you can pull our brethren up. We so quick to, man, it's like we got our own people under a nanoscope. We looking at our own people. And look, man, this is not something that I'm just saying. This is something that I'm preaching. You know what I'm saying? I'm preaching to y'all, right? And I'm gonna get off my soapbox in a minute. But what I'm saying is, if we not if we not humble enough, right? You gonna fall off that pinnacle. That's what you gonna do. You gonna fall off that pinnacle if you at the top of the mountain and you shaking your head at these other people. Karma, you a great wind gonna come and your ass gonna fall off your pinnacle and down to the, and then them same people that you was shaking your head at, right? Those are the people that's standing over you. That gotta get you to the hospital if you can make it after that. Oh, I'm buffering. Ah, I'm hoping that y'all can still hear me. Buffering. I'm hoping that y'all can still hear me. Let me go over here. Let me see something. Ah, man, I'm buffering. But to come back to man, peace to my good brother D, peace to King Hebrew. My fault, I just flipped over to the chat. And oh, okay, I'm not buffering. All right, good. So just to recap on what I was talking about, and I mean, this was just again, this was a analogy that I share with my homeroom. We call it advisor I work at, and this is something that I give them first thing in the morning. Right? I told them, be like a mountain climber. I'm not telling them don't do this, don't do that. I'm telling them what to do so that success can be on the way. Success can be on the way. One more time, just to recap, right? Be like a mountain climber. Number one, make your next move your best move. It gotta be. Because if not, death is certain if you a mountain climber. If your next move not your best move, it's a good chance you're about to fall to the goddamn bottom of the mountain. Right? Your trajectory, it has to be forever upward. You can't go down if you're a mountain climber. You have to go up. You have to go up to get to the pinnacle. And in going up, it's gonna be some struggle. It's going to be trained up and ready to go if you're trying to get all the way to the top. If that, the third thing to go along with this analogy, right? You have to be anchored before you can even consider trying to help somebody else. You have to be anchored to consider helping somebody else. And then when you go to help them, make sure the equipment that you using, right? The equipment that you using is strong enough to hold them and you. Because if not, both of y'all dead. If not, you gonna put the person that you call yourself helping in a worse position, right? And then number four, I'm sorry. Look, when you get to the top of the mountain, don't front on the people who didn't have the path that you took. Don't front on the people who didn't take the same path. All that them niggas could have been there right with me if they would have just listened to. They're not prepared to listen to you yet. They might not have the right equipment, the same training, the same experience. People a little bit longer, and then on top of that, to add on to it, top, right? You're not in a position to be judged people. If anything, you should just be proud of the accomplishment that you have, the accomplishment that you made. See, this is the thing and I preach this to my kids, right? Look, you got to get three things in order to be a powerful person. What you thinking, what you saying, and what you doing. All three of those things got to be in order for you to be powerful. What you thinking, what you saying, and what you doing. All three got to be in line. They gotta be. Imagine if you a mountain climber, you halfway up the mountain, and now all of a sudden you struck with fear. Do you really believe you gonna keep going? No. You gonna find your way down that mountain as fast as you can. As fast as you can. Is that my man Kendo Nisha? What's happening, baby? You know what I'm saying? Ill Street Blues right there from man. That's the family from off the nine right there. But man, look, man, we gotta do better. We gotta do better. Q Butter was just talking about. I was on his live stream a second ago. We gotta do better. In order for us to do better, right? Number one, right? What you thinking, what you saying, and what you doing. Those three things gotta be in order. You know what I'm saying? It's not my place to tell you how to do that. But what I am saying to you out loud, what I am saying to you out loud, right? Your trajectory, it gotta be upward. It gotta be upward, and you can't get shook. You can't get shook. I ain't saying that climbing this mountain gonna be easy. I'm not saying that. Man, if people don't know what the mountain is, right? If people don't know what the mountain is, let me tell you what the mountain is, right? It's your emotions. It's your feelings towards what is thrown at you in life. Here, let me paint a picture for you. Let's say for instance, right? Let's say for instance, you got somebody at your job. They always fucking with you. They go and tell the boss on you. They, you know what I'm saying? Hey, he took too many paper clips out of the copy room. Hey, Williams, he ordered too many reams of paper. And you like, damn, what is this person on? Why is they on me like that? It is a test. And you're gonna keep getting that test until you pass. How do you pass? By getting your emotional self in order to overlook them and keep going towards your pinnacle. I got a destiny. You know what I'm saying? I got a destiny. I don't let these people that don't believe in the path that I'm taking to get to my pinnacle shake me. I can't. Man, Marcus Garvey said it best. He said, with confidence, you have won before you started. You heard me? With confidence, you have won before you started. Who goes to a mountain to climb the mountain and they afraid before they take their first step? Who does that? Nobody. Nobody. So I'm just trying to encourage everybody, right? It's some people in the community, right? They toxic. They are. They toxic. And it ain't nothing that we can do about them being toxic until they realize that they toxic and then decide to change their ways. You're not going to change them by talking about them. You're not. You know what I'm saying? You're not. You know, what I try to do, this is what I try to do, be as positive as I can. And the reason why is because I know that I ain't got my shit all in order. I know that. I know that. I know that. I know I'm not a perfect man. I know that. I don't think that I know that. So what do I try to do? Every day, I maintain the things that I know are going well, and then I'm forever pushing upward. Forever. I'm working on my anger. I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying? How man, bro, we was fighting every day damn near. You know what I'm saying, as a young man. So yeah, I'm angry. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no sense of me lying. I get mad and be ready to fight. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Just because. You know what I mean? I mean, man, that's just what it is. I don't mean to be like, like I'm some kind of tough guy or something, but literally that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And the guys I grew up with, they'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm an angry person. I'm an angry black man. I'm the stereotypical angry black man. If I feel disrespected, I'm ready to fight. I'm working on that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hoping that before it's too late, that I get it in order so that I can model that for my sons. But I mean, both of them, I believe, gonna be better men than me, cause they don't have that anger streak like I got. You know what I'm saying? But I do I do my best to continue to grow. And then it's this analogy that I used before. Growth, right? If you think of it, right, it's sort of like a seed. You know, you get to the middle of an apple, that seed. You know what I'm talking about? What color is that seed? That's a whole nother stream, right? But the stream, the outside, the outside of that seed is hard. But inside of the seed, it got enough genetic material to produce a whole apple tree. What? A whole apple tree, right? But in order for that seed to grow, some things got to happen. First, you got to get it at the right depth under the soil. You plant it too deep, man, it ain't no telling if it's going to grow or not, because it probably won't get enough heat from the sun, right? And then you gotta water it. You gotta till the soil. You gotta water it. And for people who don't know what tilling soil is, the soil, it can't be compacted. You know what I'm saying? You want the soil tight, but it can't be compacted like cement. You know what I'm saying? And the soil, it gotta have some nutrients in it and some, you know. But in order for that seed to grow, something gotta happen. That hard shell, right? It gotta crack open. That hard shell got to crack open, and then the plant comes forth. Now that little plant, right, when it first pop out, the roots, right, the roots, they not very strong. So if you pluck it too soon, right, them roots will never take place. They'll never root, and you won't get a tree. You see, that seed, it got to crack open. It's something destructive about it. You know what I mean? It got to literally crack open. And the sun got to do its job, water got to do its job, it got to pull some nutrients in, all of those things. The environment, it has to be in order for it to sustain growth. You can't grow without the right environment, right? And then after it start growing, right? This is what happens, that this is the part that people kind of leave out, right? And then you got to protect the plant. Weeds gonna want to grow. You know what I'm saying? Grass might come up. You know what I'm saying? You might have some pests that might want to, eat the apple tree before it even get a chance to. So all of those things, you got to be concentrated and focused on it to make sure that it grow. You see? That's what growth is. Be like a mountain climber, right? Be like a mountain climber, to get back on the initial analogy. Be like a mountain climber. I'm about to wrap up, right? Be like a mountain climber, right? Number one, make your next move your best move. Because if not, it's certain that the consequences will be dire, right? Second thing, your trajectory, right? How many people didn't ever seen a mountain climber with his feet first? Never, never. You are never going to see that. Your trajectory has to be head up, forever moving upward, right? Third thing, you got to be anchored before you even consider trying to help somebody else. You have to be anchored. And then the fourth thing, when you get to your pinnacle, when you get to your pinnacle, don't front on the other people who didn't take your path. The creator gave you a path to get where you trying to go. Be grateful, be humble. right? And then try to show somebody else the way. But you gotta be anchored before you even consider trying to help somebody else. I just wanted to share this. I thought that it was on my heart to get it out. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate Gab for falling through the night, and I'm about to go through the chat. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I thank everybody for coming through. And then I mean, man, bruh, if anybody else want to build on the topic, you know what I'm saying? All you got to do is just say, yeah, send me the link. You know what I'm saying? I'll send you the link. It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it was just the analogy that I had put together for my homeroom. And you know what I'm saying, the assistant principal said it was powerful. I was like, well, Miss Shines, if you think it's powerful, man, maybe I should put it on my YouTube. She was like, of course you should do it. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, in between time, uh content, man. I know I don't put a lot of content on my page. And I appreciate everybody that support me when I jump out here, right? But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I just try to get on and speak my mind when I feel like it's appropriate, and especially it had to be something that I'm passionate about in order for me to just get on here. Because I'm not just gonna be on here just for the sake of talking and trying to get subscribers. That's not why I'm on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? That's not why I'm on YouTube. I'm literally looking for like minds. You know what I'm saying? That's literally what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like minds. And I appreciate a lot of the content that the other brothers that I listen to, brothers and sisters that I listen to, that put information out here on YouTube. Big shout out to my main man, Gab Talk Media. This was probably a couple of weeks ago. He was saying that it was in his heart to do a stream, and I felt like it was speaking directly to me, and it gave me confidence to put more content out here. So I'm about to, do the role, and then, after that, you know what I'm saying, if anybody want to get on, speak on the topic, all good. If not, you know what I'm saying, it's all good. But Annette B, thank you for coming. Cap PY2, thank you for coming. Poetic Kills, thank you for coming. Let me see who else on here. King Hebrew, peace and blessings to you, good brother. Thank you for coming. You know what I'm saying? Let me see who else on here. King Hebrew. Oh man, always big shout out to my main man, and this my brother, DS1. Sharing Sheep Stay Sleep. Y'all make sure y'all check out his car rant series. I've been checking it out. I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Uh the new Era Kane. Peace to my Cali good brother right there, man. Me and that man been building for a while. Peace to Gab Talk Media one more time, and then man, my man Kenny Dugout. You know what I'm saying, from 079 block, man. Appreciate you coming through, family, and listening to me, man. Hopefully I can start getting some of the guys from 079 on here that be messing around, because I got my man's Franco. He does financial literacy, and I know he a good brother, and he talk about Bitcoin. We just ain't been able to connect, but I feel like if he got on here and explained it, and showed y'all what he was doing, I think it would be powerful, especially people that mess with Bitcoin or don't know nothing about it and just need basic information. Um, Peace to my good brother JT, you know what I'm saying, the underrated darkness. Of course, it's all love. Thank you, Miss G, for falling through. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Let me see who else came through. But that's pretty much it. And so I just said my piece, man. I appreciate everybody that fell through tonight. Um, of course, I was heartbroken last night when the Cubs lost. Um, Man, I mean, I'm a big Cubs fan. I've been a Cubs fan since Andre Dawson. I'm dating myself and everything, but I was heartbroken that they lost last night. But But I mean, I'm still here. I'm still breathing, you know what I'm saying? And then we still got next year, you know what I'm saying, for all of my Cubs fans out there. But man, one more time, man, I appreciate everybody falling through tonight. And if I don't want to be too long, so I mean, I feel like I done said what I had to say, and and that's it. So peace and blessings to everybody that fell through, and I'm done. All right, God bless and good night.